Hey there, thanks for checking out another one of my videos. Today I am going to talk to you guys about the Palm Springs mini backpack. This is a bag that I've had now for probably almost a year, and I wanted to give this full review on it as well as talk about any wear and tear that I've had on it and what fits in it. So if you're interested in the Palm Springs mini backpack, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so I just actually had to pick this backpack up from being repaired. Less than a year later, I actually had to take it in to have it repaired. I do have a video of what was wrong with it that I will go ahead and insert here. So here is my Palm Springs mini backpack, and I'm just about to take her in. Here's the original receipt. I'm about to take her in to get them to repair. I noticed that, let's see if we can actually see it. This piece here is starting to fray. It's in such good condition, and I think for the amount of time that I use it, it should not be fraying. So I'm gonna take it in and see what they say. Okay, from that video, you guys can see where the lining was coming unattached to the zipper. I took it in on June 16th, and it is today, the second week in August. So it actually took 7 weeks to repair, which I think is pretty normal for Louis Vuitton repairs. But needless to say, I just picked it up and I'm going to open it. I looked at it a little bit in the store, and I have to say there's one thing that actually is really concerning to me, which is why I wanted to come home and go back to this picture and the last pictures that I took of the backpack. I had a problem with my Bloomsbury. The only other bag I've ever had to get repaired. If I can find the pictures, I'll go ahead and link, or I'll go ahead and attach them up here. But the problem that I had with the Bloomsbury is my strap, the glue started to come undone. It was a very, very simple, in my opinion, repair. I sent it off and it came back, and they're actually, it looked like they used a vise to hold the metal piece in. And so all of the paint then rubbed off on the metal piece. So I had to resend it back in. So needless to say, my Bloomsbury had been repaired once, and then they actually did more damage, so it was repaired a second time. I'm a little worried that that's what's going to happen with this, but let me grab the bag. And okay, so this bag was purchased at Saks, and I actually did take it back to my Saks Louis Vuitton to get it repaired. I just figured it'd probably be easier. So they just gave it back to me in a new bag. Inside the bag, I have the receipt for the repair. Because this bag was so new, and it was obviously a default in the way that they manufactured it, they repaired it for free. So I actually just have that I signed for it, and it just shows the date that I picked it up and what it was that it was for repair. And it came back in a new dust bag. They actually had me keep the original dust bag. So here is the bag after it came back. I'm kind of disappointed because I think that the shape was actually, you know, when you first get it, they ship them, I believe, I don't even know, but it seems to me when I got this bag first, it had the air paper in it, and I bought it in the store. And so the shape was really, really good. My concern with this backpack after I picked it up was the repair looked great. They ended up replacing the entire zipper. So I have a brand new zipper, which honestly, I used this bag so little in the last year that there really was hardly any signs of wear and tear. I asked her to go over the signs of wear and tear after I got it back. And I have to tell you guys, if you ever are repairing any item, take really, really good pictures of every part of that bag before you send it in, because I did not do that, and I ended up going back and referencing my pictures from Florida and also that little video that I took, but I wasn't able to really clearly see in that video. But I think that when they get the repaired item at Louis Vuitton, where it goes to be repaired, they also take an inventory. And they said that some of my hardware was a little scuffed up, and they said that the leather was a little worn, and I feel like that is about all that they said about it, but they didn't specify where the leather was worn and that kind of stuff. So I really do highly, highly recommend if you have any kinds of repair, take really good pictures before you send it back, just so you can make sure that you're getting it back in a better condition than what you gave it to them. But the part that I was most concerned about after picking it up is this little tab here. And let's see if I can get it to focus. It looks a little worn right here. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if this was done by them or by me. And it really concerned me because I didn't see in my pictures that much wear and tear on these little poles. It also looks a little bit more bent than in my photo, but like I said, I didn't do really, really good pictures, but I do know that since this photo was taken and when I took it in, I did not use it at all. But let me go ahead and keep showing you kind of where the repair was. So they did replace the entire zipper. It's a brand new zipper. It runs very smoothly. Oh, and they also included this little, the pleasure of returning your repaired product and that it was inspected. So I got a little, I guess, new care card. I don't really know what that was, but so this is the inside of the lining. Right up here is where you guys saw that it was frayed, and they obviously did a really good job. I'm not really sure if they replaced the whole lining or just replaced the zipper and kind of pulled that a little tighter, but it looks really good. The bag itself was made in the United States. I don't know if it got repaired in the United States. I'm not really sure where they send repairs to, but needless to say, the bag itself, other than that little spot, there were 2 glue marks. And I mean, I don't really know if they're glue or if they were kind of just from the canvas that almost reminded me a little bit of like if your glazing's coming off. One was right up here and one was on this side. And when I got there, I kind of right away, that's what my eye went towards. And the, sales associate there just kind of picked it off. And my sales associate was not there. I picked it up from another sales associate who I've not worked with before. So I don't know if she just wasn't as invested in this bag and going over it with me. I did sign for it saying that I picked it up. So if I do go back in about this little pull tab, I'm not sure if I would have to pay for it because I did sign saying that I was accepting the return, where with my Bloomsbury, I knew right away that it was different, so I sent it back right away. But overall, I think that the wear and tear for this particular bag, I've never used this front pouch, so, I'm not even concerned with that. Overall, I think the wear and tear is actually very good, but like I said, I haven't used it that much. So let's get into my review on the bag, shall we? So I was originally going into the store just to kind of talk to my sales associate about the new travel patch series that was coming out in a couple months. And I knew that they were making the Palm Springs Mini with the patches, but at that point I hadn't seen where the patches were placed or what patches they were. So I kind of wasn't really sure. And right away I asked, do you have a Palm Springs Mini backpack? And at the time they were nearly impossible to find in a store. They, like now, were very, very in high demand. So she actually was like, oh my gosh, I actually just got one in. Let me go back and see if we unpacked it. So she brought it out to me and instantly I thought it was so cute. I remember looking at it thinking it's so small, but it's so gosh darn cute. And that's my problem. I ended up trying it on. Honestly, as a backpack, when I first tried it on, I will find the original pictures and I'll put them in here as well. But when I first tried it on, it sat really low on my back. And I kind of know that's the style. But for me, it just didn't really suit me. I like my backpacks to kind of fit more like a backpack. And I also tried it on as a crossbody. And it looked fine as a crossbody, but you know those moments where you just have a weak moment and you think, it's so cute, oh my gosh, it's so hard to find, I can buy it right now and have it. And so I ended up on a whim buying it because I knew that if I walked away and I changed my mind, it would be really hard to get it. So I ended up purchasing it, and later on that day, I remember thinking, you know what, it would be good to carry, if you're going to the zoo or if you're going just somewhere where you need a backpack but you don't want a really big big backpack. So I kind of was like talking myself into keeping it. And I also thought at the time, I knew it was really hard to get. So even if I decided not to keep it, I could sell it and probably at least break even with selling it. So I ended up obviously buying it, came home, did the unboxing, which I will link the unboxing video as well up there. And I was really happy with it. I think that it's super, super cute. If you like small bags, it's such a great bag without having any vachette leather. I love that part of it. I'm really into this black and the monogram. I just think it's such a good combination. But when I got back from Florida, I started to really see more pictures of it on my back. And I had taken a few other pictures throughout the time that I had gotten it with it on my back, and I was like, whatever. But for some reason, when I saw it, we were at Disney, and they take these like professional pictures at Disney, and I saw a picture of me with Daisy Duck, I think, and I saw the picture of it on my back, and I don't know what it was. It just looked silly to me. I think this is such a great bag. I haven't actually seen it out on anyone in public ever, but when I see it on pictures on other people, I think it looks so cute. I especially love it crossbody on other people, but for me, it just doesn't work. So the reasons why I think it doesn't work for me is the number one thing is where these little D-rings are in the back. They're pretty close together up here. So when I wear it crossbody, it kind of like flips around quite a bit. You kind of look at like on a Speedy B or even the Pochette Métis, the straps are like right on the sides almost. So it doesn't have that ability to flip around as much. If I'm carrying it, you know, like this with the strap crossbody and I kind of fling it, it flings around quite a bit. I don't really wear it crossbody that much. If I want a crossbody bag, most of the time I go for my Bloomsbury or my Pochette Métis. So it doesn't really bother me that much because, like I said, I don't wear it crossbody. When I do wear a crossbody, I really like to wear it with my reverse strap that I got with my Pochette Métis. I think that it just looks so cute with the difference. I did show this in one of my favorites videos, but I'm going to show you just because I think it's super cute. Here's the reverse strap for my Pochette Métis, and I really don't carry it on my Pochette Métis that much. With the Pochette Métis, I usually carry the monogram version, but here is what it looks like with the reverse strap, and I just think it's such a cute kind of difference, but it does look really cute to me like this. However, like I said, it just kind of swings around quite a bit. So that to me kind of is one negative that I feel with the Palm Springs mini backpack. And talking about straps, let's talk about the straps that come with the bag. It comes with two like smaller straps that are, in my opinion, just little connectors. They do have the gold LV logo little clasps, and they also have the little brads on the side. And I was a little concerned with these brads. I wasn't really sure. It didn't have a buckle, and that kind of scared me. I thought that the little, you know, holes would stretch out, and they really haven't. Then it also comes with two more straps with the same buckles, and these ones are quite a bit longer. So if I'm wearing the bag crossbody, what I would do is connect these two straps at the end, and it does have the little sliders, the keepers on it. So connect those, and then you can have it be your crossbody that way. Or you also can attach it. I have seen people do it this way as well, where it kind of goes more like from one side to the other, since there are the four brads, and you can wear it kind of like so it sits more of a like over the shoulder, or not over the shoulder. It sits more as like a one strap backpack. So there's that. And then let me show you, I think I have done this in another one of my videos when I reviewed or when I mentioned or talked about this bag, but let me show you how I put it on as a backpack, because this as a backpack, when you keep the straps like this with the two clips on the end, and you make the straps as small as they go, it still sits pretty low on your back. So what I figured out to do is another way to wear it, and like I'll show you, these are really tight. They're kind of hard to get undone, and you can see like I there's like virtually no signs of stretching of any of the holes that I even use. But when I'm carrying it as a backpack, what I do is I clip this to the top, and then with these, I feed them through, let's see, which way do I go? I feed them through this way. And what it does is you just kind of push it, I'm trying to do it so you guys can see it, push it through. I can't do it from up there. You push it through, and then you have a much smaller strap. And then all you have to do is, let's flip it, is put it into the hole here that you want. So whatever hole you're comfortable with. I think I normally do it on maybe the middle one. I don't even really remember this. I do it on the second to last hole, so it's almost the smallest it can go. And I do that on both sides. So my backpack then has a much smaller strap, but it still sits pretty low. So that's how I do the straps. The straps don't bother me at all. I like that I can change the dimensions of them, but I still don't feel like it's a huge difference. I'm sure what you could do is with the straps, you could punch more holes if you want it to sit higher on your back. But overall, that doesn't bother me a huge amount. So the straps themselves that come with the backpack, other than the fact that they're a little long, they're really comfortable to wear. Mainly because this backpack doesn't fit that much in it, so it's never going to get super heavy. So these straps I think are totally comfortable. When I wear it, I don't feel like the backpack flips around that much. And overall, I think that the design of the straps, being able to remove them and kind of play around with them a little bit and have different styles, I think that's a very positive thing about the Palm Springs mini backpack. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was something that I started noticing a little bit on Instagram. Somebody that I follow was looking for a Palm Springs mini backpack, and she had found 2 or 3 different ones, I don't even really remember, from the store, and they kept coming into her and she was saying that they were damaged. She was getting really frustrated with the fact that the zipper was never flush. And I ended up sending her a little video and kind of trying to show her and explain to her that it's all in how it's sitting. So this is what she kept seeing. I don't know if you guys can really tell. This side, it's flush. The backpack is even with the front, and this side, it's pushed back. So when you look at it, I actually did do a picture on Instagram. I did a series of pictures and it was always pushed in. I never really realized that it was a thing, I guess. And so it wasn't until after I took a bunch of pictures of it that I started realizing that this happens. So all you have to do is, when it's full, it's a lot easier to pull it out. But just pull it out and it becomes flush. So then you have just this pretty little backpack and it's totally flush with the thing. So that's definitely not a pro or con in my opinion. I think that it just happens, and now that I know that it happens, I can look at my pictures, and I also did tell a couple people who were looking for it that happens. One thing that I have heard as a con for the Palm Springs Mini is that the zipper pulls are pretty little, and because of the way that it kind of tucks in there, they are hard to get kind of to and in and out of. So I do know a lot of people will put bag charms on them. And I have a few here that I just will show you. This is the classic traditional like round Louis Vuitton bag charm. And it looks really cute when it's on. And I think it hangs down for me a little bit too far. So if I have that charm on it, I will have it kind of more, the zipper up more. But this kind of gets to me after a while, so I end up most of the time taking it off, but it does look really cute, I think. And then I also have just when I was in LA this last time for a job, I went into Lord of Lee. They finally had one, and I got the little Paris macaroons charm, and this one is in brown and black, and I specifically got it for this bag because I thought it would be so cute on here, and it is. I love the way it looks, but again, this one's a little too charmy for me. It makes quite a bit of noise, so when I am carrying it as a backpack, a lot of times I will take that off as well, but I do think it's really cute. Now let's let's get to the inside. This front pouch, I think I've heard people say that they put lipstick in it. I do know my two Chanel lipsticks fit in here perfectly, but it's kind of a pain to open this flap and get in and out of it. So honestly, every time I use it, I just don't use that front pouch. But on the inside, it has a pretty large opening, which I do like. Straight in the back is the Louis Vuitton Paris embossed little patch. And then down in the corner over here, you have your maiden patch. And I believe that's not where oh, and then in the inside of the pocket, you have another little leather flap here that tells you your date code. And overall, the lining is all black. So I think that in a way that's great, but sometimes that kind of bothers me because it's hard to get into or to see what's in the bottom of your bag. But overall, I think that it's a really beautiful inside. Now that it's repaired, I think it's super easy to wipe clean, and overall, I think the lining, the interior works for me. Okay, so if some of you guys have been watching my videos in the past, you know how much I love carrying a full-size wallet. Most of my bags fit my full-size Sarah Empreinte wallet, and for me, it's just kind of a pain to always take the things out of your wallet, put them into a smaller wallet when they don't fit in your bag. This bag and my Alma BB are really the only bags that I have that I cannot comfortably fit the Sarah wallet in. And just to show you, it would fit in there if I maneuvered it quite a bit. Okay, so as you can see, the Sarah wallet easily fits in here, but I worry because it's such a snug fit that the constant rubbing on the zipper here would really scratch up and kind of pull that glazing off my wallet. So whenever I do carry this, I do have to downsize. I usually end up going for just the key clay. This has been pretty much my go-to mini wallet, so I can fit that in there. And like packing it, I have found that there's really one way that really works, and that's kind of packing it with them all sitting almost like books in a bookshelf. That's the easiest way to get in and out of it and see what's in there. So let me show you what else fits in it. So as you can see, it fits quite a bit of stuff in it. Now, normally I wouldn't carry my mini pochette and my toiletry 15, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. But here's the biggest thing. Sunglasses do not fit very comfortably in here. I guess if I took the toiletry 15 out, I could possibly fit an actual hard case in there, like so. But for me, when I'm carrying a backpack, the essentials that I would carry when I'm carrying a backpack is usually my wallet, all of the things you see in here, including the camera. Most of the time, I'm carrying a backpack because we're walking a lot, so I like to have in my toiletry 15 or in my bigger bags, my 19, I always have blister block, I have blister band-aids, I have extra contacts, I usually have, you know, the basics as far as lip gloss or lipstick or whatever that is, and I usually have extra hair ties and bobby pins and, you know, a little bit of medicine because most of the time we're going to be gone for the whole day. Needless to say, I think that for somebody who's really good with mini bags, who likes carrying less things, especially when they're gone all day, this really is a great backpack. It fits quite a bit in it, but more than anything, it's super comfortable on. I think that it has a lot of pros and cons, but overall, I think that for what somebody is looking for as like a smaller downsized backpack, it's great. My biggest concern, and the thing that I'm realizing why it doesn't necessarily work in my life, is because most of the time that I want to carry a backpack, I also want to carry a bottle of water. I have a really big Sony camera that I like to carry. I also like to have maybe a sweater or a little light like pashmina to go with me. I love to be able to carry all my necessities when I'm carrying a backpack. Over the last year, I'm realizing that I am not pulling this out to carry as an everyday bag. Even if I was going to the mall, this actually would be a great bag to go to the mall because you don't carry all those extra things just when you're going out running errands. However, it's not super easy for me to get in and out of when I'm at a place like a mall or shopping. When I'm shopping, I want something that's super easy, like a Speedy. Just open it up and you can get to your wallet very quickly. I also think for me, when I gravitate towards this bag, it's because I'm walking a lot. It's because I'm going to the zoo, or like I said, Disney, or kind of these places that are day trips. And when I'm on a day trip, I want to carry more things. So I think for me, I wouldn't classify this bag as a backpack per se. I think that you would get more use out of it if you look at it as kind of a you know, mini bag, a mini purse. I would not buy it expecting to carry it like you would carry a traditional backpack. Although I do like carrying it on my back, it just doesn't work for me as a full-size backpack at all. But it's super, super cute. And if you have any questions at all, definitely ask me in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks. I think I just said that in my intro. Okay, as you can see from that yesterday or today, it doesn't matter, that's not important. I should get my story straight first. Because I don't really remember it and it's not really important. Let's try this video again. About the Palm Springs. Like again, I said, not prepared for this video. My timer is going off because it's time for me to put dinner in the crock pot. Although I do like carrying it on my day.